you need to start your YouTube channel. And this is not coming from someone who's actually monetized yet. This is from someone who sees it as a means to self-expression. Your voice needs to be heard. The message that you have is unique and needs to be translated. And you also need to learn how to take up space. We're making ourselves too small in this world. And having a YouTube channel opens you up to so many opportunities, even for someone like myself who has under 1,000 subscribers. YouTube has opportunities for those from the very beginning, in building the community, getting to know yourself, holding yourself accountable, and documenting parts of your life, taking up space, self-expression. So today we're going to be talking about why you need a YouTube channel and what's probably stopping you, which is the most common one, guys. Oh, what other people think. Oh, I don't have enough time. Just get it done. Make time. Be consistent. Show up for yourself for once. Let's put monetization to the side for now. Think about the quality that you get from building a community, even a small one. And I see it a lot on TikTok, basically, how we used to have a third space. So your first space is your home, your second is your work, and the third would be like free local areas. We don't have a lot of third spaces anymore. And online is now the third space. So not having a YouTube channel is actually cutting you off from the potential of facilitating community and just having friends. I'm at 600 subscribers, climbing every day. Thank you guys. God bless. But even below those subscribers, just from me showing up online in different ways like TikTok and Instagram, people have reached out to me and sent me voice notes and paragraphs saying how they love my video. And I was actually in awe because I was like, not to say I'm irrelevant, but 600 subscribers and people are already saying that I'm affecting them. Imagine when I get to 60 million. This is what confirmed to me that whatever you have to say is unique and needs to come out of your mouth, because the things that I'm saying aren't new and revolutionary, but the way that I'm saying it, who I am as a person and how that may connect with someone else is new and revolutionary. The feeling of someone reach out to you and being like, I really like what you're doing, is touching. I'm a very sensitive person. So to have someone say kind words to me means more than someone like buying me something. So for people to take their time to message me or offer me opportunities and things like that, my online presence and me showing up authentically and just being myself has caused people to reach out to me and ask me to do things. Do you want to be part of this photo shoot? Do you want to model for this? Do you want that? The free concert tickets? Like, these aren't coincidences. They're a direct result of me putting myself out there authentically. And having a YouTube channel and being present on social media helps. Not trying to create, oh, I need to be the next Nella Rose. No, you don't. You need to be you and just keep showing up as you. And I do remind myself of this all the time. I saw something on TikTok. Mr. Beast said, he's like, don't expect your first 100 videos to be good. And I agree with him. It's not that your videos are shit, but like, stop focusing on being perfect straight away. Just put out 100 videos and then maybe you can start critiquing them. I don't even think I've made 100 videos yet, even though some of them are privated. My goal is 100 videos. Maybe then I can look at my strategy. But by then I would have learned so much about myself that the things that you thought were cringy aren't even cringy anymore. Like, sometimes I watch back my old videos and I do feel really proud of myself, because sometimes I wonder, like, in a world where people are so afraid to be themselves and there's so much judgment and things like that, I often ask myself, like, where do I get the audacity? How come I keep showing up no matter how many views I get? And so that is something that I feel proud of, and I feel happy for my younger self, or those earlier versions of myself, that she was just relentless. And I will continue to be relentless, and I want you guys to be relentless with me too. Your impact is bigger than you think. True human connection is so underrated, and we need to rate it again. Well, I rate it. I love true human connection. But anyway, you don't need a certain type of personality to be on YouTube. Like I said before, you have to just be yourself. So even if you're someone who's quiet, even if you're someone who's more introverted, I don't know much about that because I'm not an introverted person, but it really doesn't matter who you are or what you do. You just have to show up, because there is an audience for someone, and everyone is for someone. There's people that I may love on YouTube that if I sent you their links, you'd be like, oh, I don't really connect to this, but this is why you need to show up. and be yourself, because there's only one you. And it sounds so cliche, but people just don't get it, because we're so fixated on trying to be like someone else or dress like someone else or appear like someone else. We forget that we are the only us. And so if we stop being like ourselves, there's not going to be us. There's going to be 10,000 Kim Kardashians. So you have to be yourself. And it can be scary in a world where we're almost encouraged to want to be somebody else. But blessed are those who I sound like a Bible verse. No, but seriously, the strongest people are the ones who continue to show up as themselves, or in the way that pleases them, without judgment, because they aren't taken over by trends. They aren't fazed by things changing, because they just know themselves and they continue to be themselves, and then they allow the people who are supposed to be around them to be around them, rather than wanting everyone to like them. So yeah, there's no type of personality. Just use your personality and it will attract the audience that needs to be attracted to it. That's what I believe. YouTube is a really good way to show up for yourself and be accountable, because when you first start out, it's not like a job where you're guaranteed pay and you're guaranteed benefits. It's kind of like you have to set that schedule, and if you don't show up, then it's only you that you're disappointing. And I guess as you grow a following, you'll be disappointing your viewers too. But it's a thing where we're so ready to show up for things that have guaranteed success, such as our job or other people. But when it comes to ourselves and betting on ourselves and our self-expression, we just throw it to the wayside. Oh, I can't be bothered to post. This is what I said to myself, because I've been on and off inconsistent on YouTube for like 4 years, and I had a previous YouTube channel before. I just wish I didn't delete it. I had a previous YouTube channel from when I was like 9 years old, where I used to post Sims videos. And that was actually before YouTubing was a thing. I just wanted to post because I saw other people doing it. So that's how you know I'm an OG YouTuber, guys. I've been here since I was 9, okay? While you're building your platform, no one cares whether or not you post. But I care, because I care about myself. And I realized every time I let myself down and didn't bother posting, or I couldn't be bothered, or I let things get into my head, I'm only letting myself down. And it's almost so much easier to show up for others. But I've been really pushing myself this year. Why can't you show up for yourself every single time? You are the most important person in your life. So having a YouTube channel, no matter what you create, is showing up for yourself. It's committing to something and not worrying about the views or the numbers. It's just being committed. And once you can do that to yourself, others can do that to you too. So the energy gets reflected back. Just make the damn YouTube channel, okay? Make a YouTube channel to help with your self-esteem, because I know a lot of people struggle with being perceived. They want to control their narratives, but when you continue to create and your voice is online, you can't control every part of your narrative. And in one side, that can be really scary, because like, oh my God, like there's so many things that I've said and I don't know how to control that narrative. But on the other hand, it's like, it's showing the authenticity of human nature, because you don't need to worry about being cancelled, because if we recorded everything every human being has ever said in their lives, everyone would be cancelled, because that's how quote unquote flawed human nature is. That's how our opinions differ and change over time. And to have it recorded online, I think is quite liberating. Quite scary at some points, but quite liberating. We shouldn't worry so much about how people are going to perceive us. It's really about how we perceive ourselves. And the more I see myself as a evolving being who shows up in many different ways, I don't judge things that I said in the past in my YouTube videos or online, or things that I used to do. I know that it was a part of my journey and it was part of my growth. And I think it's such a strength to have that online. So no matter how I feel towards anyone who's online, you have to commend those people. They show up and they continue to share their lives, even though people can judge them for it, because it's freeing to them. There is a cost on sharing your story authentically. Sometimes you're misunderstood, sometimes people don't like what you're saying, but the benefits to me outweigh the costs. I feel like I have this innate feeling to share. I've always had a thing with oversharing. I like to talk about my life and what's going on with it. In recent times, I realized not everything is for everyone, but I still do like to share. I have this innate feeling to share, and so I have to come on the internet. No, it doesn't matter like how long it takes my channel to grow. I literally have to be on the internet because my body said so, God said so. I have to be here. I'm allowed to take up space. I'm allowed to be here. This is my YouTube channel. This is my URL. This is my username. This is my login. This is my email address. These are little things that I repeat to myself when I'm apprehensive about posting something. This is my TikTok. This is my Instagram. This is my page. I pay for this phone. This is my phone contract. No one's going to tell me what I can and can't post, especially when it's not harming others. So the more that you come online and just drop what you have to say, you're taking ownership over these platforms, and you're not letting these platforms own you.